First down. First down. What did we talk about yesterday when this topic came up? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy BucosLocker coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the new videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Y'all know what it is. Well. What do we have here? What do we have here? Let's cook. Time to eat. Get your dinner set. Time to eat. Get your dinner set. Time to eat. Let's go. I told y'all every time something happens, I'm coming on here and getting it down. What did we talk about yesterday? Didn't I bring this up for a small piece? Didn't I bring, boy? What? Didn't I bring this up yesterday? Didn't I bring this up yesterday? I live in New Orleans. I live here. Game time. Get your dinner set. Time to eat. It's not official yet, but the media around here, it looks like he's going to step away. I'm so happy I got water in my eyes. Get your dinner set. Time to eat. I brought this up yesterday for a brief moment. I brought it up. I was like, Sean Payton lead the Saints. They're going to be hurting. That is big. He taking a break. That's the reports around the New Orleans media. He wants to take a break. It was a rough season for him. They went through a lot. They went through a lot of injuries. The Hurricane Ida, they had a lot of stuff going on with that team, and it wasn't like their fault, but it just natural disaster, an injury bug, and he been with the Saints for a long time. He been with them since 2006. So 15 plus years, 16 years? 15. He want to take a break. Sometimes you got to take a break from work. I've done it. Take a break. Take a break. You know what's so crazy? And I said, I'm not going to be doing no videos like that. And I'm looking at my phone. I'm reading the New Orleans media, news outlets and all that. And then I go on Twitter. I'm like, and I see what Ian Rappaport's saying and everybody's saying. I was like, you know what? Let me come on here and talk about this. The NFC South has changed. The Bucs have an opportunity to run this for a while. This offseason, you know what? I would not be surprised. This offseason is going to be like that. If this is the sign of a crazy offseason, this is about to be a crazy offseason, folks. If that's the first big news, we gonna see some more moving parts from coordinators to announcements from players. Man, oh man. Now, luckily for the Saints, though, I will say it's a big blow for the Saints, but they do have an established culture. I will say that. It's good for the Bucs, right? It's good for the Bucs, but the Saints do have the core. They do have an established culture. And Aubrey talked about this multiple times yesterday, the culture. Sean Payton did leave a culture. He did leave a culture there. So it's not like they're going to hit bottom of the barrel, but man, I don't think they're going to win 9 games. Without Sean Payton, a top 5 coach, they'll be lucky to win 7. Now, this is all speculation, right? It's not official yet. Now, as for the Saints, if he retires, if he makes this official today, it's supposed to be a press conference coming up. So stay tuned for the press conference. Gail Benson, they supposed to know soon. So a press conference is supposed to be happening. It's not official yet, but the reports are really flowing that he's going to retire, stepping away, basically. What does this mean for the Saints and the Bucs? Well, for the Saints in particular, it comes down to who are they going to hire at head coach? Are they going to go young? Kevin O'Connell, Mike McDaniel, Byron Leftwich. Would that be crazy? Todd Bowles. Wouldn't that be crazy? They go get, they go get a head coach. They go get, they look at Byron Leftwich or Todd Bowles, Harold Godwin or something like that. Poach from the Bucs, right? Or they could get Mike McDaniels, Kevin O'Connell. Who else they could get? A Dable. Like that spot. The situation is the cap room. The cap space. They've been playing with that for a long time. This is what I'm saying. When you kick the can down the road and you don't succeed, this is what happens. This is why the Bucs got to be smart. Got to be smart. Sean Payton is taking a break. A lot of pressure. 15 years. Cap space, injuries, the natural disaster. It took a toll. It took a toll on him. So now it's going to be, now if he steps away for a little bit, he'll come back. Now I guarantee you, if he comes back, there's going to be a bidding war for Sean Payton. So for the teams that are hiring head coaches this cycle, if he comes back, if you got a coach in question, you probably want to hold off. You probably want to get a lame duck coach, because you got to admit, as much as, the Bucs fans don't like Sean Payton, but the respect factor, the dude can coach. He can elevate a franchise. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter who's ever after Sean Payton. Man, you got some big shoes to fill, fam. They've won over 100 games. They won over 100 games. I think they're top 5 in wins for the last, 15 years? Top 5 in wins. That's with 3 7-9 seasons. They had 3 straight 7-9 seasons, and they still top 5 in wins. The Bucs are second to last or third to last. The last 15 years, the Saints have top 5 wins. That's like 100, 101. The Bucs have 59. 59. That's crazy. That shows you the coaching stability is huge. You need stability. And if you don't have that, you're going to look like the Bucs. 59 wins in the last 15 years. So now what it means for the Bucs, a lot. That could actually edge Tom Brady, which I think he's coming back, but Tom Brady coming back. I got a super chat. 813 Sports. How is their cap situation? Are those guys way over the cap? Yes, they are. They're like $68 million, I believe. Like $68 million. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, this is 2 years in a row. This is what I was trying to tell y'all about kicking that can down the road with Mike Evans and Tom Brady and our restructuring. All you're doing, you're not getting rid of the money. You're just kicking the can down the road. And I don't want the Bucs to end up like the Saints. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Bucs should not fall into that kick the can down the road. This roster was decent while it lasted. While it lasted. But do not kick the can down the road, because you will end up like the Saints. In salary cap hell. Can't re-sign everybody. So all this restructuring and pushing the can down the road, what the Bucs doing with Mike Evans and Marpet, probably gonna do it with Donovan Smith. Nah, man, stop kicking the can down the road. Pay these guys what they want and pay them, because you're gonna have to pay these guys eventually. You can restructure all you want to, but you gotta pay them. So, Jason Light, you got some big shoes, fam. Take advantage of this. Now, I think Brady coming back. I personally think he's coming back. This news makes it even better for Brady's chances of coming back. Right now, I'm still at 55-45. 55-45. Brady comes back. But with this news, I'm going to have to say 60-40 Brady comes back. Because now Brady got to look at it as like, man, I don't know, we Saints, you know, we that's a big blow for them. That's a big blow. Now, do the Saints hire Dennis Allen? Now, if they hire Dennis Allen, I'll get it. If they keep it in the house. On 152 and 89. Stability, folks. 152 and 89. The Bucs will kill for that record. Oh, excuse my language, but the Bucs will love to have that record for over the next 10 years. But if they hire Dennis Allen, they can still have some stability, but it will be a drop-off. It's a drop-off. No matter who the Saints hire, it's a drop-off. They're probably going to go young. Allen, McDaniel, Kevin O'Connell, Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy sitting out there. You feel me? A Jim Caldwell. But whoever they hire is going to be a step down. They gotta get this right. They gotta hire the right guy. The Saints are not a bad organization. Let's make that clear. I don't wish any bad on, as far as personal things, but I'm glad that Sean Payton's gone. He's been a thorn in the Bucs side for years. I don't wish anybody any harm, but for the Saints, ha ha ha. How about those apples? I want to see what they say. I'm going to go on these little NFL groups and social media threads and forums. I'm finna see what they talk about. Because remember, the Saints fan was on here yesterday. A couple of them was in the chat room talking noise. Where them Saints fans at now? Matter of fact, I should go make an appearance on TJ channel. Just to troll a little bit. A good troll. A healthy troll. Not to rub it in, but to be like, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now, Saints fans? Who that nation? You ain't got no Sean Payton. You got question marks about the salary cap. Y'all so busy worrying about the Bucs, worrying about what we doing in the playoffs, and y'all got bigger problems. Y'all got bigger problems, y'all. YALL apostrophe ALL. Y'all got bigger problems. Yeah, the Brady question and the Bowles and the Leftwich, we can survive. But can y'all survive without the guy that has pushed y'all forward? Y'all about to put them bags back on your head. Remember the bags back in the day, Saints fans? The ink bags, the paper bags with the eyes cut out. Y'all about to have them back on. Y'all about to have them bags back on. Let's see if the Saints fans is real now. We about to find out who the real Saints fans is. Sean Payton looked at the roster. He like, man, I don't want to do this again. He gonna let the next coach deal with that. I'm up here working, doing some play to earn, playing along with the guys, doing a little bit of studying, working, whatever. And I see this happening. Then I don't think they keep Jameis. Now that Sean Payton goes, Jameis came up because of Sean Payton and Drew Brees. So now you're gonna have a problem. What, you gonna go in there with Taysom Hill? What, you gonna use Taysom Hill as the quarterback? Because Jameis came up for Brees and Sean Payton. Quarterback university. Now Sean Payton stepping down. Drew Brees gone. The next coach probably gonna want his own guy. His own guy he want to bring in. So any quarterback that stays in that situation is a lamed up quarterback. Jameis looking for a contract. You gave Taysom Hill a really bad contract. The Saints in trouble. However they want to spin it. Y'all know my little slogan. However you want to spin it, y'all in trouble. Jameis Winston, I don't think he's going to stay around with that. But I don't blame him. He gonna stick around for a coach that didn't bring him in? Y'all know the story. The coach can come in there. He's gonna look at the roster. He's gonna look at them contracts. He's gonna be like, all right, Taysom Hill contract gotta go. The Saints about to go into they about to go through a low-key rebuild. They about to go through a low-key rebuild. Michael Thomas, horrible contract. Taysom Hill, horrible contract. Tyrone Armstead, you got to re-sign him. It's too much money, right? Marcus Williams. PJ Williams. You got some bad contracts out there. The Saints about to go through a low-key rebuild. This is the Bucs division if they want to take it. For the next 5 to 7 years, the Bucs can take this division. Now, don't get me wrong. The Saints still will be competitive because of that defense. But I don't want to get too crazy with this. It all comes down to who they hire. Are they going to promote Dennis Allen? Which I think that's a mistake. Because some people are just good DCs than head coaches or coordinators. But it all comes down to who the Saints hire. They can hire a lame duck coach. They can hire Dennis Allen and then Sean Payton take a break and come back to the Saints. I don't think so. You know, the Cowboys, the Giants, he got connections there. But it comes down, I don't want to overreact. And it's great news for the Bucs community, but I don't want to overreact because we got to see who the Saints hire for this 1 year. This will tell you what the Saints are going to do or what they plan on doing. Because it could be one of those, I'm going to just take a break and I come back to the Saints next year. So go ahead, Dennis Allen, run with it. But if they hire a coach and they give him a 3 or 4 or 5 year deal, they got to get this hire right. The Saints, if they don't get this right, they're screwed for the next several years. Because they about to go through some major changes. I'm telling y'all, know how this works. A coach come in there and they look at the roster. Don't get me wrong. The Saints got some good players on their roster. They do. Let's keep it real, folks. Kamara, Ramczyk, McCoy. You know, Michael Thomas, if he's healthy, and get rid of the attitude. Lavonte Harris. That's it. Deontay Harris. Davenport. David Onyemata. Demario Davis. They got some depth on the D-line. They got some decent linebackers. Lattimore. Paulson Abadibo. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. They still got some guys on that team. Let's not say they're going to be 2-15, but they ain't winning no 9 games. Well, okay, they'll probably hover between 7 and 9. 7 and 9 games. They'll probably be 7 and 10, 8 and 9, 9 and 8. I'm just saying, this is a big blow for the Saints. Look, I guarantee you, right, the city right now. I just have one of my buddies. I'm in the chat group with a couple of my friends, local friends from New Orleans. He just texted me with the crazy emoji face. They about to go crazy in New Orleans. The rest of this week. That's all I'm going to hear on the news stations, in local groups. If I go out, that's all they're gonna talk about. They're gonna talk about Sean. What's going on? What we gonna do? They're right now. The city of New Orleans, without even going out there right now, without even checking the New Orleans news outlets, they're in panic mode right now. They're arguing. It's chaotic right now. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. New Orleans, the heartbeat of this city is the Saints. If the Saints win, the city is really feeling good. The Saints lose, the city is down. It doesn't matter what's going on. It could be a sunny day. If the Saints lose for the next 3 or 4 days, the city just like moping around. That's how the Saints connected to the city. So with this news, they are running all over the place. It's like Black Friday, all over the place. They don't know what to do with themselves. So, to summarize this up for the Bucs fans, get your dinner set. Time to eat. I know y'all happy. I'm happy. But we got our own stuff to worry about too. I just want to talk about this because it has something to do with the Bucs, because the Bucs have not played the Saints well. This is a big body blow to the Saints, and it helps the Bucs big time. But once again, I'm not going to go crazy with this, but it all depends on who the Saints hire. That's going to tell you if they're going to still be competitive. The key word I'm saying, still be competitive. Not they're going to be winning and all that. Domino effect, folks. Payton, Brady, Bowles, Leftwich. It's just the Carolina Kitty Cats with Matt Rule hiring Ben McAdoo. What are the Falcons going to do with Calvin Ridley? Calvin Ridley went out of there. Where are they going with Matt Ryan? The NFC South is in disarray. Who wants the division? It's up, like, to be honest with you, it's up for grabs. If Sean Payton gone, well, obviously, and then Brady leaves, it's all even. If Sean Payton is the ripple effect, right? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Brady leaves. Body blow to the Saints, body blow to the Bucs. And at the end of the day, the division gonna be up for grabs. It's pretty much equal. Well, the Bucs got a good this, they got this. No. You missed the point. You're missing the point. Sean Payton brought the Saints down. If Tom Brady leaves, that's going to bring the Bucs down. It's even kill. It's even across the board if that scenario happens. Because now the NFC South about to be really competitive. Well, not at a high level. Let's keep it real. Leftwich gone. Let's just say Leftwich gone. Bowles gone. Brady retires. Sean Payton gone. The Carolina Kitty Cats, they trying to figure it out. The Falcons trying to figure it out. It pretty much brings the Saints down to another couple of notches. And Brady, Leftwich, Bowles, that brings the Bucs down a couple notches. So basically, the NFC South is going to be like, who won it? From a football perspective. Who wants the NFC South? That will not be a strong division. The NFC South will be severely weakened with the Bucs situation. Hypothetically speaking, if it happens like this, Brady retires, Leftwich take the Jacksonville job, Bowles take the Bears or whatever job he takes, or the Giants, whatever. That severely weakens the Bucs. It does. Let's be real. Because we're gonna have to kind of figure out the coaching situation, because they might take some coaches with them. If Bowles and Leftwich leave, they're gonna take some quality assistant or quality control coaches with them. Most coaches, like when you get hired as a DC or a OC to a head coaching job, the team that you are on, you always want to take a couple guys with you to keep your system going. So expect Leftwich to take a couple people with him. Expect Bowles to take a couple people with him. And on top of that, Brady retires. This is just hypothetically speaking. Folks, it's about to get real. This offseason about to get real. And the domino effect just started. And no coaches have been hired yet. 8 openings, not one coach has been hired. What are these teams waiting on? Now, the Saints need a coach. And you don't think those other coaches are looking at the Saints like, hold on, I want to interview with the Saints. Because if you a head coach that wants a job, that's nine openings now. I'm sorry, is that 9? I'm sorry. Yeah, 9 openings, right? Add the Saints now. So we got the Saints, the Giants, the Broncos, the Jags, the Bears, the Vikings. That's 6. Who am I missing? Who else? I'm the Texans. That's 7. The Dolphins is 8. I'm missing one more. Who am I missing? I just named 8 positions opening. I'm missing one, ain't I? Ain't I? So basically 9 positions. Add the Saints. Now you add the Saints into it. So all those coaches that's looking for a job, they got to think about it. They got to be looking at it like, well, so it's just 8. Okay, I got my numbers off. Just 8 positions opening. So now the coach that was probably wasn't going to get the job, another opening has came about. So now the chances increase. That's almost 10% Raiders. That's 9. I knew I was right. 9. That's 9. 9 teams that need a coach, including the Saints. That's almost 10% of the league. 10% of the jobs are basically open right now, or 9%. Well, about almost 10%. But, that's a lot of jobs. And now the Saints just increased the percentages of a coach getting a job that wants a job. It went from 8 to 9. So there were some coaches that didn't get second interviews. Folks, and the Saints, it's a destination that it's attractive to a certain degree. I said they already you-ish. That would be an all-time gut-wrenching move if the Saints hire Leftwich or Todd Bowles. That will sting. Let's be real. That will hurt if the Saints are that bold to hire Todd Bowles, right? The irony. Let me ask y'all a question. Can y'all forgive Todd Bowles or Leftwich if the Saints tried to hire him? Could y'all forgive them? Could y'all forgive them? Could you wish Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich a happy life if the Saints will come call and say, we want to request for an interview to Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich? Could you forgive them for taking one of 32 jobs? I mean, they grown men. I would be like, dang, man, that's why you do that. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't call him a traitor or nothing like that. I'll be like, look, he got to do what he got to do. It's one of 32 jobs. You got to take it because you don't get too many opportunities to be a head coach. So I understand if the Saints was to reach out to Todd Bowles or Byron Leftwich. That will be gut wrenching though, because what we gonna do? They know everything we gonna do. They know the roster and everything, the strength and the weaknesses. It's not fair, but life is not fair. Y'all know how this works, man. The Saints took James Winston. See what happened with that situation, right? Kind of bit us in the butt. I'm just saying. O.J. Howard might go to the Saints. The Saints don't care. The Saints don't care about the Bucs. And we don't care about them. Big news, folks. Big news. But yeah, I think Byron is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, though. I think he's going to the Jaguars. Todd Bowles probably get a job, too. So, look. And then we got 22, 25 free agents. It's going to be a lot of changes, fam. A lot of changes. But I will say this, though. Byron Leftwich, as far as chances of getting the job with the Jags, is very high. I think he has a better chance of getting the head coach job than Todd Bowles. And I think Todd Bowles will probably get one, but I just got a feeling Byron will definitely get that Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm just going with a hunch here, right? I'm just going with the hunch. Trevor Lawrence, Byron Leftwich, you know, the work that Leftwich done with Winston and Brady. You know what I'm saying? The tutelage and all that. The Jacksonville kind of want a fresh guy that can understand the offensive side of the ball. They'll figure the defense out, whatever, you know. I think Byron Leftwich will get a job before Todd Bowles. I think Bowles is in that gray area. Like, if he don't get one, I wouldn't be surprised. If he do get one, I wouldn't be surprised. So Todd Bowles is in that gray area for me as far as him. Because at first I was like, guaranteed getting the job, but now I'm kind of like, I don't know. Vance Joseph interviewed for the Jags job. I mean, for the Dolphins job. So Todd Bowles in that gray area to me. Oh, Kimberly Watson. That's a Saints fan, y'all. Y'all be easy on her. Hey, Kimberly. What's going on, Kimberly? Huh? Talk to me. Talk to me. I love you so. Talk to me. Saints fans, talk to me. Well, what's the excuse now? I want to hear this. I live in New Orleans, so I want to hear what you got to say. I don't want to hear no excuses. Come on, Kimberly. Where you at? Coop New. Saints fans talked all that noise. Bragging, oh yeah, the Bucs lost to the Rams. Y'all, look, the Bucs losing to the Rams is not as big as the Saints losing to Sean Payton. Look, we lost to the Rams. That's cool. But Sean Payton leaving the Saints is bigger than the Bucs losing to the Rams. What them Saints fans panicking right now? Oh, they're panicking. Oh, okay. I just looked it up myself. So the Bears just hired their GM, Ryan Poles. Thank you, you wish. I just looked it up too. So Eric Bieniemy to the Bears. We might have our first head coaching hire, Eric Bieniemy to the Bears. The Bears just hired Ryan Poles, a minority. Thank God. About time to get a minority GM, another one. We need more minority GMs. Jesus Christ. I'm big on that because I look at the GMs. I'm like, man, what's going on here, man? Like, really, dude? Like, anyway. Shouts out to Ryan Poles, man. He was the Kansas City executive director of player personnel. Now he's the Chicago Bears' new GM. So you see the connection here, right? The Giants hired the Bills' assistant GM. So Brian Daboll, the connection right there to the Giants, right? The Bears hired Ryan Poles, the Chiefs' executive player director, personnel director. You tie in Eric Bieniemy right there. So the Bears got a chance to get Justin Fields. And really, Eric Bieniemy is right there. So, but big shout out to the Chicago Bears for doing this, right? For multiple reasons. I'm not gonna go too deep with it, but I don't want to turn into that type of channel. But congratulations to Ryan Poles. Not just because of the hire, him getting the job. I mean, not because the Bears hired Ryan Poles. It's deeper than what y'all get what I'm saying. Like, y'all see the 32 GMs. Like, fam, like, can we get a little bit Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, can we get about 15 of those, or maybe 10 of those, you know, Puerto Rican, Mexican, mixed? Can we get some color up in there? You know, because to me, the NFL at that level, it all looks the same. I'm not trying to, I'm just telling y'all what my eyes see, and they all look the same as far as the structure and, So Ryan Poles, man, do a good job in Chicago. Take care of Justin Fields. Please get him a good head coach, because Matt Nagy was horrible. Eric Bieniemy, Jim Caldwell. I mean, Leslie Frazier, I don't know about that one, but Caldwell, Eric Bieniemy, or even Ryan Flores, right? Get him a solid head coach. Byron Leftwich to the Bears wouldn't be bad. He just needs some structure there, I got 2 super chats. Smallville, the New Orleans new coach will cancel that contract with Hill. One of the first things the Saints head coach, the new head coach, should do is, they got to figure that Hill contract out. They got to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Malcolm Harvey, if Leftwich becomes a head coach, does Brady retire? I'm on the edge with that. I think Brady comes back 60-40. He comes back. But it just depends. If Leftwich and Bowl leave, I'm going to have to kind of almost make it 50-50. I think the reason why I got it 60-40, for one, it was 55-45. Brady comes back. And then the Sean Payton news come out 60-40, right? He comes back. But then it can also go back down to 55 to 50% if Bowles and Leftwich leave. And then that's not counting the players, right? I'm not even subtracting the player development as far as like who's staying, who's going with the salary cap situation, because you got to set aside money for picks too. See, people forgot about that. People forgot about you got to set aside money for the draft picks. You got to set aside between $8 to $12 million. So if you ask the average Bucs fan, who should we resign? The first thing a lot of them will say, we can't re-sign everybody. Some people gotta go, right? That's the first thing they say. We can't re-sign everybody. It's gonna change. And then they commence to say these names. Who should the Bucs resign? I'm gonna get a list, and this is very consistent with Bucs fans. Godwin, re-sign Godwin. Re-sign Davis. Re-sign Jensen. Re-sign Leonard Fournette. Give Sue a one-year contract. Let Kappa go. Resign Gronkowski. Let go number 80 and bring Break back. Give Whitehead a decent contract. And I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, well, you just said the roster got to change because we can't bring everybody back, and then you go commits to bringing back everybody. That's going to cost money. See what I'm saying? So don't get caught up with Bucs fans like that, because those Bucs fans just want everybody back. They literally say we can't bring everybody back, and then commits to naming 8 players to bring back, and not just like just bring them back players. Like, these players are going to cost us money. Not one of them are bringing up draft picks. Go read some of these comments on the Bucs fans. They're not thinking about the draft. You got to have money set aside for the draft picks. And yet they want the Bucs to resign 10 to 15 guys. Not just like, backup guys. They want the Bucs to resign basically everybody. It's a shame how people think when it comes to the salary cap. Oh yeah, Kappa can go and Rojo can go. People that okay, they're expendable, right? Rojo is expendable. Great. Number 80, what I'm saying? Kappa is expendable, right? Robert Hainsley, we hired him, right? But then they go and commits to name everybody that's going to cost Bucs a penny. Cost the Bucs some money. And none of them mention the draft picks. The money that you need for draft picks. I don't understand people's logic when they talk about the Bucs sometimes. I don't engage in some of those type of conversations because I be wondering like where are you what are you thinking? You get what I'm saying? Like, are you using your brain or your feelings? Because logically, 22, 25 free agents, about $22.5 million estimated as far as the cap space that's going to be available. Once you subtract the draft picks money, the draft class money, that brings it to under $15 million. So how is it possible to re-sign 10 basically starters? I don't understand the thought process. It's going to be, and even Arians knows this. He knows that he can't bring everybody back. But the Bucs fans, oh well, we can bring 90% of the guys back. What? I don't want to go into the season with the same roster. I don't. You keep your core together, and you upgrade some areas, or you improve some areas. You get some depth, and you upgrade some areas. You get what I'm saying? The Bucs can use some upgrades. Get younger, specifically on the D-line. Get some juice on there. Maybe look at a veteran cornerback, but keep him fairly in his 20s, late 20s. Established guy, not no Richard Sherman, 33-year-old super veteran cornerback. No, we need somebody in that 26 to 29 range. But the Bucs fans ain't thinking like that. They want to bring everybody back. Well, not all of them. Let me say this. A lot of them want to bring all the guys that's going to cost the Bucs a decent penny. You just gave Vita a 4-year, $73 million deal. Godwin's next. Those are two big contracts. Do you understand how added subtraction works? You understand how subtraction works? Those two alone going to take up a lot of money in the cap space. That's not counting Carlton Davis, Jordan Whitehead, Ryan Jensen, Alex Kappa, Leonard Fournette, Gronkowski, Dominican Sue. So I said Whitehead. It's not counting them. But everybody I just named, most Bucs fans want all of them back without even really thinking about it. Look, Bruce Arians know what the deal is. Let's run it back. That was that's after the Super Bowl. And squeeze out. Remember I told y'all about squeezing the lemon out of the juice? It's squeezing as much as lemon out the juice as you can. And they did it, and they got a Super Bowl out of it. They tried it again this year. They tried to squeeze the lemon out the juice. And what happened? It was old. We had some areas that the Bucs was not really great in. Average or below. Secondary. D-line. But the Bucs had a lot of sacks. Yeah, blitzing, man. Blitzing. What about just rushing forward and helping the secondary out with 7 people in the back? So, in other words, what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, a lot of you Bucs fans that don't understand, re-signing the top 8 or 9 people is literally like, let me rephrase that. Let me repeat that. The top 8 or 9 free agents for the Bucs, it's going to be impossible to re-sign the top 8. Do I need to go down the list again? Matter of fact, let's do it. Vita, check. Chris Godwin, check. Jensen, Kappa. That's 4 already. That's not counting Gronkowski, Fournette, Whitehead, and Davis. That's 8 right there. Let's just name the top 8 free agents for the Bucs. Yeah. Let's re-sign them all. The Bucs gonna re-sign all of them. Watch. Fam, I'm gonna need you to come over here to next to BucosLocker and sit down. We can go through this together. Hold on a second. Oh, Zach Jarvis with a super chat, $5 super chat. Thank you. I'll be running my mouth. If Brady retires, who would be our best option for quarterback? Our best option. It's kind of hard to say it because I mean you have to start internal, right? Because you can't say Russell or Rodgers because the cap situation with the Bucs. And then Brady leaves, that frees up what, about 20, 25 million, right? Russell Rodgers is going to cost, 30 at minimum, right? So, and I think somebody who mentioned it, Buck Life. Do you want to ride another coattail of another established quarterback? We rode the coattail of Brady. We latched onto his legacy. So do you want to latch on to Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers' legacy, which is already established? Are we going to be that type of franchise? Now, if we get Deshaun Watson, he doesn't have a legacy yet, right? He's young. He's out 25, 26. I can rock with that. But he's going to cost a lot of money, too. So you kind of have to go internal first. Sorry, folks. Your dreams of Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers coming to the Bucs, I'm going to need you to dead that. And get realistic. Think logical, not with emotions. Take your Buck hat off and put your NFL hat on. So for those of you that keep bringing up Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, stop it. You're delusional. You're seriously delusional. You need to stop and come sit down with me so we can go look at the roster and go look at the structures and go look at the money. I'm gonna need you to come sit down with me because that's ridiculous. Well, Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. Really? Did we not talk about this yesterday? Don't be delusional. We drafted Kyle Trask for a reason, so we'll start there. It might not be everybody's favorite pick. I might be showing a little favoritism because he's a Gator, but start with Kyle Trask. Start with Kyle Trask. And I know Arians said we'll look at behind door number 2. That's fine. You want to look behind door number 2, you're gonna have to not re-sign some players. How about that? Because if you look behind door number 2 and you try to sign everybody, you can't get behind door number 2. That's a fact. No matter how you want to spin it. Yeah. We're going to look behind door number 2 and we're going to re-sign everybody. We're going to re-sign Godwin, Davis, Gronk, Fournette, Jensen, Kappa, and then we're going to go find a quarterback. That's not how it works. If you are going to look behind door number 2, you definitely can't re-sign 70% of those people. Because you're going to pay a pretty penny to get one of those guys. So let's be logic here. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers is a pipe dream at best. The possibility of it happening, sure, it can happen. Sure. I'm not going to rule it out. But I'm not putting no eggs in that basket. And if it happens, well, it's a sacrifice that the Bucs got to make with the roster. That's the market for quarterbacks at that level. Don't get mad at me. What does your eyes tell you? I always say that. Hashtag, what does your eyes tell you? That's my new hashtag. I have a new hashtag, folks, for 2022. Hashtag, what does your eyes tell you? Don't get mad at me. I'm just giving you facts with a little bit of opinion. Start with Kyle Trask. Pat, $4.99. Oh, $5 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. No, not Kirk Cousins. No, horrible. No, nope. No thanks. Start with Kyle Trask. See what you got there. You might have something there. Look, this is the price of trying to go all in for 1 or 2 years. I don't want. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. This is the cost of trying to win now. Trying to win now can hurt your franchise 3, 4, 5, 6, several years down the road. Did you not pay attention to what happened to Arizona with Bruce Arians when he was the head coach for Arizona? Did you not see what happened to them? It looks like the possibility the Bucs might fall in that same situation. Bruce Arians didn't leave Arizona in a great situation. If you go back and do your research, after Bruce Arians left, what happened to Arizona? Struggled for about 3 or 4 years until they got Kyler Murray. That's the year after they drafted Josh Rosen in the first round. The Bucs possibly can head down that same route. It is literally the same formula what Bruce Arians is doing right now. But I pay attention. I look at the small things. Bruce got Brady and got the bowl, right? He got the Super Bowl. He did the exact same thing in Arizona. Went and got Carson Palmer, right? Needed to get over the hump, trying to win right now. He's did the exact same thing with the Bucs. The only difference is this time it worked. He lucked up and got Brady, even though we wasn't the first choice or the second choice. He lucked up and got Brady because the Bucs were looking like the Arizona Cardinals. Can win some games, get to the playoffs, but don't win the big one. But we lucked up and got Brady. He literally did the same exact thing he did in Arizona in Tampa. Started out shaky, got Carson Palmer, boom, 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 boom. Playoff. And then after that, I think the third year, it went, Carson Palmer got hurt, and it was a wrap for Arizona for like 4 years. Let me see, that was 2014? So yeah, so what, 4 or 5 years later, Arizona drafted Josh Rosen. Those of you Bucs fans that love Josh Rosen, you Josh Rosen fans, horrible quarterback. They drafted Josh Rosen in the first round, the 10th pick. And then they turned around and got a new coach and went and got Kyler Murray. The Bucs can be heading down that same path if they don't get some of these moves right. We're gonna end up like Arizona. Let's cut the crap. We could possibly end up like Arizona for 5 years when they didn't have a quarterback. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? I don't know if you guys pay attention to other teams, but I do. When we hired Bruce Arians, I went back to his Arizona time frame. Went back to his Pittsburgh time frame. His Colts, his Browns. I went back to that Arizona time frame. And I look at the Bucs now. This is the exact same thing. Couple different pieces kind of change a little bit, but it's literally pretty much the same. So Bruce Arians must be careful. And Jason Light was with Bruce Arians in Arizona. Anti-Bulls. I'm just saying. Pay attention, folks. The Bucs. This is a very critical offseason for the Bucs. This is very critical because the Bucs can go down that Arizona Cardinals path for 4 years, struggling. No quarterback. It doesn't matter who coaches. No quarterback. Not, the pieces are there. The pieces, here and there. The Bucs are not. The cup of hole is not bare for the Bucs, right? Tristian Wars, Devin White. I'm talking about the core. I'm not talking about the older guys. I'm talking about the core. Tristian Wars, Devin White, Joe Tryon. If they keep Carlton Davis, Godwin, right? Donovan Smith still a part of the core, right? Marpet still a part of the core. So we got our core guys, and then when I mean by core, these guys are in their 20s. From 21 to like 27. That's the core right there. Godwin's a part of the core. Fournette, no, because he's like going on 28 and, running backs at 30 just downhill. Think about it. Carson Palmer, Tom Brady. Fournette, David Johnson. Fitzgerald, Chris Godwin. Folks, just put the pieces together. The Bucs can look like the Arizona Cardinals for 5 years with no quarterback or no direction. This is a critical offseason for the Bucs. It is. Let's be real. It's a critical offseason. Very critical. They got to make the right moves, and they got to hit this draft. They got to hit on this draft. Like, no more drafting, bull crap in the second round. You need guys that can come in. Your first 3 rounds should be guys that's impactful. The first 3 rounds for this draft, they need to be impactful. Kyle Trask was not an impact. Joe Tryon was, an impact to a degree. And our 3rd round pick got nothing out of it. The Bucs got to have an impactful draft. No more, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna draft for 3 years down the road. No, you need a guy in the first round that can get some playing time, at least 50% on the field. Your first 3 rounds need to be guys that are impactful offensively, defensively, whatever it is. They need to be on the field. The Bucs don't have time to be drafting somebody for 2 or 3 years down the road. We don't have time for that. Because all these other teams, they're getting impactful guys right away. Tristian Wirfs, impactful right away. Devin White, he started impactful right away. We need those guys. Because those guys are going to be part of the core with Devin White and Tristian Wirfs and Godwin. Get impactful guys in the first 3 rounds. Oh, yeah, Winfield. Winfield's part of the core, too. I'm sorry. My bad. Winfield's part of the core. The Bucs got they got a core. They got to add on to it. Impactful players in the draft. First, second, 3rd round. I don't want to hear this. It still irks my nerves the Bucs didn't draft a running back. Irks my nerves. It irks my nerves the Bucs didn't go get Jonathan Taylor, or Edwards Helaire, J.K. Dobbins, Cam Akers. Like, they could have traded and got one of these guys. The Dalvin Cook. Get Antonio Gibson. Elijah Mitchell was in the 6th round. Elijah Mitchell was in the 6th round. Why can't we? What's the problem here? Why can't we get that type of running back? Javon Williams. Michael Carter Jr. What is the problem at the running back situation? What is the problem there? That's another area I'm really looking at. I know we got Fournette. We got Fournette. He's close to 30, fam. He's close to 30. We got Fournette. He's 24. What? Fournette is damn near 30. He's on the wrong side of 25. But we got Fournette. The Packers drafted A.J. Dillon, and they had Aaron Jones. A.J. Dillon in the 2nd round. A.J. Dillon was drafted in the 2nd round. They had Aaron Jones. What's the problem? But we got Fournette. We got Fournette. We got Fournette. We don't need nobody else. We got Fournette. We got Fournette. We don't need nobody else. We good at running back. How about we draft our own running back? How about that? Can we get that part right? How about we draft our own running back? But we got Fournette. We don't need nobody else. We got Fournette, Keyshawn Vaughn. And you guys gonna wake up, man. And you guys gotta think. You guys think you can't think like this. But we got Fournette. We don't have to get a running back. We good. Yep, the Titans got a backup running back. They found him on the waivers. Devontae Foreman. He was actually pretty good in college. He had a couple knee injuries, derailed his career early, but he got it together. He's a good back. We need 2 running backs. That's the point I'm trying to make. Get a running back, preferably in the draft. Scout a running back, a good one. That's better than Keyshawn Vaughn. That pick irks my nerves. It really does. That Keyshawn pick irks my nerves. Keyshawn Vaughn pick irks my nerves. Get a running back. But we got Fournette. No. But we're going to re-sign Ronald Jones. But Giovanni Bernard might come back. Wake up, Bucs fans. I'm giving y'all some good insight on how I think. You don't have to believe what I say, but you also can listen. And you can take what I say and do your own research and connect the dots. What did I tell y'all? Trenches. Told y'all that at the beginning of the season. Trenches. D-line. Oh, no. We're good. Told y'all, man. Look, go back to my videos, man. I'll be dropping some low-key gems, man. I do. I'll be dropping some low-key gems. Low-key. Get it? I schemed on y'all. L-O-K-I. Low-key. I'll be dropping some gems. I do. I might need to start time stamping those gems. I'm going to start time stamping some gems. That's what I'm going to do in 2022. I'm going to start time stamping. So y'all can go back and click on it and be like, oh, okay, he did say that. Because some of y'all don't believe me. Okay, but I'm start time stamping some stuff. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it. Well, I'm doing all this talking. What's my new hashtag? I forgot about it all. Like, because I got so much in my head right now. Does anybody remember my new hashtag? I got to go back and watch the video. But I got a new hashtag. I forgot about it already. What was the new one? Does anybody remember? What was my new hashtag? I gotta remember that. Yeah, what does your eyes tell you? There you go. Thank you, Grizzlo. What did your eyes tell you? Hashtag, what did your eyes tell you? The Bucs got to do some upgrades. Get younger, better. You can always get better. Somebody mentioned a third receiver. Yup, that too. I prefer a veteran guy, though, for that position. In his late 20s, a veteran guy. Not, I wouldn't put a rookie there. Get a veteran guy. But anyway, but the whole point of this video was Sean Payton. Salute to you. Enjoy your time off once it's official. Enjoy your time off in Cabo or Colombia, whatever where you and your wife going at. It's been fun, Sean. But the next time we see you as a head coach, possibly it will not be for the Saints. Thank God. Because you've been a pain in the Bucs' tail for years, 10 plus years. And to see you go to another division and give somebody else problems, good riddance, Sean Payton. Good riddance. We ain't going to miss you. We are not going to miss you because you gave us a lot of problems. Anyway, shouts out to all the Pies and Sea Bandits. Thank y'all for joining this pop-up edition of BucosLocker. Sean Payton, deuces. Retirement, taking a step away from the game. It is what it is, Saints fans. Welcome to oblivion. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on the videos that's posted on the channel. Bucs fans, we gonna be fine. We gonna be okay as long as we follow the right path. Anyway, shouts out to the Pies and Sea Bandits. Thank y'all for supporting this channel and watching this live stream. I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, hashtag no risky, no biscuit, hashtag facts over feelings, hashtag bombs away, hashtag stay humble, and the newest hashtag what does your eyes tell you? BucosLocker out. Any more news, I will come back again and we'll have some more dialogue. I'll see y'all soon. Deuces.